Oh gosh, so everyone, this is for you all. This is for you all. So I am so excited.
Yay!
Right now, because right now, we're at a vernal pond right now. And this is my it's the first warm day in spring, the first really warm day that the frogs start coming out. Now, all around the world right now, there's a lot of chaos and things going on, and there's even extinctions happening with frogs and amphibians that many people are not aware of. Like literally in the last 20 years, there's been 168 extinctions of amphibians, and what I want to share with you is that there's something we can do about it, and there are still many, many healthy places that have plenty of frogs that are doing really well, like the place that we're about to see right now that has tons of wood frogs on this nature preserve. Now, if we all work together, that this nature preserve can be the example for every place in the world where the frogs have disappeared. And I believe strongly that, granted, we can't bring back extinct frogs, or maybe we can, who knows, like in Jurassic Park, I don't know. But the truth is that there's a possibility that we can bring all the frogs back, or to the areas where there aren't any frogs anymore, those that are going extinct. We can literally start to change that and start to bring frogs back by making sure we make a pledge to use earth-friendly things. So everybody that's watching right now, I would like you all to make the pledge with me. We make this pledge with thousands of kids since January, and so everybody raise your right hand like that, and everybody say, I promise to always do my very best to use earth-friendly things. Make that pledge today, you all, and it will really make a difference for frogs and amphibians around the world, and it will certainly make a difference for people too, and we can all do this together. So let's do this, and right now, I'm ready to share with you some of the amphibians right here in this preserve right now. We're gonna see wood frogs. These are the first frogs to wake up every single spring, and they're awake right now, and I'm actually really thrilled, and I'm trying to hold myself in, but I can't hold it in anymore, so we gotta go check it out. This is where we gotta be a little bit quiet because they're gonna hear. Shh. The frogs is right there. The frogs are right there, and the little that's like the vocal cords of the male frogs. And actually, on their head, and we have some videos of them. Their vocal sacs are actually the air puffs up on the side of their head. It's like wah wah wah. That's what you hear. It sounds like a little duck. So let's go in there. And when we get there, they're probably gonna stop, but that's okay. Then we just all pause and we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and we're gonna watch and we're gonna see. Since I was like 6 years old, I had this feeling about like finding frogs and finding animals. Like as a kid, I just thought it was cool. Like, oh my gosh, this is something I've never seen before. And now I feel like I understand more the importance of this happening, because this has been happening probably for thousands of years and we've not been here to witness it. But this is like the rebirth of life. Especially these frogs, wood frogs, they're frozen all winter long, frozen in the ice, and then they wake up, so it's like being reborn, like a new day. Where I grew up in Central Islip, you know, there used to be hundreds of frogs every springtime, every summer. We would see frogs everywhere, and unfortunately where I grew up, there's not frogs there anymore. There are no frogs. There's none. As you can see, there's a lot of disease going on around the world and all these things, and I strongly believe that those diseases come about because of the imbalance in nature. In fact, these frogs, there's been something called chytrid fungus that's been killing so many frogs, and the frogs have been going extinct. And that fungus actually it works by blocking their skin, because the frogs literally breathe through their skin. So their skin is like their lungs, and they have lungs, but also their skin is like their lungs too. So their skin, this disease is called chytrid fungus, makes the lungs this so thick that they can't breathe anymore. That's how it works. And so this is really interesting. Like, you know, we're having viruses pop up in people, but viruses that pop up in animals. And so it's so important that that everybody really really be diligent and pay attention to nature, because nature has all the answers right there. And by working together to make something, to make a movement for everybody to pay attention to their activities in nature and their activities in their homes and the things that we use every single day, we can make a difference for frogs and amphibians and animals all around the world. 100%. It's possible. So let's do it. Get millions of people together to start to make the changes in your own home. Will help these animals 100% and help us too. So that's what I believe, and I think that we need to get started immediately, now, today. That's it. Today. And so everybody raise your right hand like that, and everybody say, I promise to always do my very best to use earth-friendly things.